Welcome back, friends, to the Not Your Mama's History YouTube channel. My name is Cheney, and today I have a surprise for you. So many of you all know I worked at Colonial Williamsburg a few years back, and Colonial Williamsburg provides historical reproduction clothing to its interpretive staff, especially those who are on the street or giving tours in the buildings. I was a sites interpreter at the time. I don't think that they have that title anymore, but essentially my job was to provide people with tours within the buildings, and I really actually enjoyed my clothing because most of my clothing was made for me because I have a very unique shape. And so I had really great clothing, and so when I left I made it a point to actually video and also just document that I had turned everything in. So as I was preparing to turn in my allotment, I just videoed it so that they could see the type of, if there was damage on something or something was used or there are any stains, I wanted it to be shown, or I wanted it to be recorded. So I still have that video, and I really wish I had tried on everything. It's okay. I think I was so flustered because I was moving back to New York. And anyway, I hope you enjoy this. I'm also going to include some other clips and things that I think you all will like. Also, my stays aren't in this in the allotment video because I think I had already turned it in or something. So I'm going to include a video of what my stays look like as well. I'm so excited about this video. And lastly, I am preparing for next week's video. It's going to be a Q&A, Ask a Black Interpreter. I know, at least every video, someone's like, what happened to Ask a Black Reenactor? So I'm bringing it back as Ask a Black Interpreter, and make sure you go to my Instagram and Facebook. So if there is a question there that you don't already see and you want me to answer, go ahead and put it up. Thank you once again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. A long time ago, I promised you all that I would be showing you my Colonial Williamsburg clothing allotment. And before I turn in my allotment, I wanted to tape it, and eventually I will post this. Now, I'm just going to go through the basics. It is a great deal of clothes. Like literally, they give you a closet full of clothing and shoes to go home with when you're hired. So I'm going to start with the little things. So here is my pocket, just a simple pocket. And you get 2 sets of mitts. You get a linen pair for the summer and a wool pair for the winter. And pretty much I never wore my linen pair. I just was very fearful of getting them dirty or damaged. And this is not like living history where we really like to season our clothing. Colonial Williamsburg really wants to really get longevity out of their clothing, so you'll notice that they don't really like us to be too hard on the clothing. Now, for basics, we just get shifts. So these are white shifts. They are just plain old 18th century shifts, and we get about 6 of them. I think it is 6 on the pile. And then we get a whole bunch of socks. I haven't finished sorting through mine. I just got back from the laundry. So I think it's about 7 pairs of socks, maybe 8. And then you get 2 caps, but I never wore my caps really, so I switched in one of my caps for another head wrap. And here I have 3 head wraps here. And then I have a neckerchief that I use as a head wrap. I think this is from, Burnley and Trowbridge. And I have one of these of my own. And then they gave us neckerchiefs. I think there's another one down in the pile. And then there's another striped neckerchief and another neckerchief down here. And then we have all of these aprons. Let me actually count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have 7 aprons here. And then we have a whole bunch of petticoats. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 petticoats. And we do have work clothing. So we have clothing that dirty clothing. So things that are meant to get dirty. And I believe, yeah, this one is my dirty clothing that was meant to get this light blue one, which a lot of people probably saw me in because it's the shortest one I had. And then here is my gown. My gown was a linen gown. And it was just a round gown, very simple. And CW likes to dress them up again by putting ruffles here. I really love CDC. They were always awesome to me. And then here I have some heels. And I do have a pair of lace-ups, which I left with friends. And which leads me to the jackets. All right. These are the jackets. So this was my caraco. This was a bedgown. This was my dirty work outfit. You can see the mini patches on it here. Has a lot of patching here. And then I have a wool bedgown. And then I had a cotton one. This was actually one of my favorites. My absolute favorites. And then this one was probably my all-time favorite. This was definitely my all-time favorite one. This was it laces in the front. It was fitted. And it suited me. The color suited me. And it was just really nice. And then, of course, we have my cloak. Which is pretty sturdy. It was not lined. Some people do get lined cloaks. And then a hat. Now, this is my allotment that I am definitely taking back today because they will be charging me if I do not bring it back in good condition. So another wonderful thing about living and working in Colonial Williamsburg is that the animals are kind of the stars here, and you see them everywhere. And they have official names, but I also name the animals myself. You guys know me. I love naming animals. And here are some of my buddies here. And here are some of my buddies. Okay, so that is Bilbo Baggins. And that's Christian. I don't know who that is back there. I'm sorry. And then there's another one way back there. I think that's Christopher. I'm not sure. And that's Rocky over there. Because that one bucks at me sometimes. And I call that one Bucky. I am here at the palace. And I'm actually going to... I usually get here super early before all my colleagues because I like to go over my tours. I'm constantly revamping them and changing them, so this is usually where I am at 7 a.m. in the morning. Jeep, Jeep.